What's going on, guys? Aarava here. Welcome back to a brand new video today, and welcome to the start of my F1 2016 season mod career mode here on the F1 2014 game. And we are going to be driving in the Haas Formula 1 team alongside Romain Grosjean for this season. I'm very excited to start this season off. It's going to be a very exciting season. We've got some awesome mods installed onto the game to really bring it to that extra level. We've got a 2016 mod made by Andrew Kissinger, the guy who made the Ultra mod database mod. So a huge thank you to him. I'll link him in the description. Amazing work to make the mod and really just keep pushing to try and make the AI that much closer. The field is really competitive, so it's going to be a fantastic kind of racing kind of season in that sense. But also, you know, it's the 2016 mod. We got all the driver changes, a brand new Formula 1 team in the game, the Haas Formula 1 team that we're driving for today alongside Romain Grosjean. I'm just very excited, and especially after the Australian Grand Prix, the real life one we saw where Haas was able to score P6 was it in the end, which is absolutely amazing for a brand new team. And really today, I'm hoping in today's episode I can sort of emulate the same thing. So we're going on to qualifying here, short qualifying, 50% races for this season, because obviously, as you guys know, I'm getting towards May, which is my exam period for university. So doing another career mode season on top of my driver, it means I have to kind of condense everything. So we're doing short qualifying, 50% races, and the videos are generally going to be a little bit shorter, a bit less edited than my driver, but hopefully you guys will enjoy that and just enjoy the actual pure racing, just the 2016 mod really. So we're in qualifying right now. We're on my flying lap. So while we go through that flying lap in the background, I'll just continue to talk about the mod in general. So as you can see, hopefully you can see, graphically and kind of just the colouring and lighting, the game looks a lot better because we've also got a graphics mod installed onto F1 2014. So I'll try and find a link to that in the description as well. Race Department really makes the game pop. You'll actually see in the second episode in Bahrain, it really makes a huge difference to how the game looks. So I really like it, really love the look of it, especially in ultra graphics with this new mod on. Really looks actually quite good. I think this is probably the best F1 2014 is gonna look. But yeah, I'm just very pumped to start this 2016 season. You know, it's sort of a tradition. We did it last year with McLaren Honda for the 2015 mod, so I thought I'd do it again this year with the 2016 mod. Obviously, this is sort of my second career mode series alongside my driver, so I'm actually going to be releasing these episodes every single time for now when the real-life Grand Prix is on. So you see, this is the Monday after Australia, the Bahrain Grand Prix, so the second episode is going to come out after the Bahrain Grand Prix on the Monday. That's how I'm going to go for it for now, because I need to try and space these episodes out. But we get P3 at the moment, but by the end of the session, as people put in their fast laps, we end up in P8 behind Romain Grosjean. So really competitive. It's good to see my teammates competitive as well. Good to see he's lost none of his pace from the real life Grand Prix, and he's up in 7th place there. You can see Kimi Raikkonen takes a very surprising pole position, and Felipe Massa in 2nd place for the Williams car, which is very surprising indeed. Obviously, in terms of the team orders, they're a little bit kind of guesswork and kind of just a bit of a, you know, not exactly to what the real life is, but it never is sort of a thing. We're kind of just here to have some fun with the 2016 drivers, not really here to make a kind of realistic representation. But there you go, the team's pretty happy with me. Got a brand spanking new helmet with all the Haas sponsors again, but the usual same design. That's sort of become my design in a way. But P8 there in qualifying is great work. And now as we move straight on to the race, not too much to talk about. It's going to be a 3-stop option, prime, option, which I think will be the best case to kind of get the prime tower out of the way. But apart from that, not much else to say. I think I've kind of covered everything. If you have any questions about the mod, ask me in the comments below and I'll try and answer them. But without further ado, let's go to the race. Right, here we go. Here we are for 8th place for the Australian Grand Prix. This is where the 2016 season begins. We go to 5 red lights for the Australian Grand Prix. Look, but never stare, as they say. And we're off for 2016. Jenson Button gets a lightning start on the left-hand side. We're bogged down in 4th gear. We move up to 5th, going towards turn 1 now. I'm going to sight the braking zone very close to our teammate Romain Grosjean. I forgot to mention, we do have realistic damage installed onto the game as well. So I was very cautious cautious into that brake zone, so close to breaking my front wing on Romain's rear end there. And again, we're getting very close, being very cautious on the brakes with that realistic damage. But Jenson Button is still down our inside, now to the outside. The left-hander goes right around the outside of us, but can we keep up with him? We're going to try hang around the outside. He backs out of it, and we're up into 6th place at the moment. So myself and Romain, what a start for us. 5th and 6th now for the Haas Formula 1 team is fantastic. And now we cut on to later onto lap 3 now. We're still behind Romain. Massa has now overtaken Button, and he's looking at us in 7th place there. But now we've got DRS being lap 3 on towards lap 4. Can we try and overtake our teammate? We get the slipstream here. We're going to close up on him. Can we get him in the brake zone? We're going to dive down the inside. Just about hit the apex. Got a little bit wide though, and that's actually compromised Romain's exit there. As you can see, Massa now is closing up, and he's actually overtaken him. So Massa is right behind us on the left-hand side in the mirrors. Is he going to try and make a move? We've got some DRS to help us, and Romain is right behind up Massa's gearbox. So it didn't help my teammate too much. Really compromised him on the exit there as I made that move, because I went in so, with such speed that I kind of went wide, almost like Nico Rosberg did in the real-life Grand Prix, and so I kind of compromised his exit there. But now we cut later on to lap 4. Massa's trying to overtake us around the outside. He has done us around the outside, nearly a bit of a touch there on the side pod, but he's still going side by side with him. Is he going to get us? It looks like he can into the second last corner. We're going to have to stick behind him and maybe see if we can try and get some DRS on him. But oh god, no, we've lost the rear end. We can't stick behind him. And now Romain is going to go down the inside of us. He's going to try and have a look, but we've got some DRS off Massa, so that should help us stay ahead. But yeah, at the moment the Williams looking strong, and we're staying in roughly around 6th or 7th place. So looks like that's where our pace is at the moment for the Haas Formula 1 team at the moment in this mod round. 6th to 8th, I would say, at least in terms of the raw pace of the car. But of course, as usual on this game, you can really try hard to drag the car performance up, just with your driving itself. So now we're on to lap 6 now. You can see me and Massa are going into the pits. So quite a lot of in terms of the tyre wear, in terms of the tyre stops, quite aggressive sort of tyre wear in terms of, you're doing 3 stops for the Australian Grand Prix at a 50% race. So pretty aggressive. It's going to be quite interesting at places like Singapore, I think, later on in the season. We're going to have to do definitely a 3 or maybe even a 4 stop if you go quite soft on the tyres. But a good pit stop there from the crew. We're still in 6th place, right behind Massa, and we're still got that gap, so no harm done. I could have easily lost some time there if you got held up a bit too much. But we're out in 8th place now, onto the prime tyres. I think Massa is on the options, ahead of us. We'll have to see. But Haryanto, as we come out of the pits, is right behind us. Actually pushes off the track a little bit, puts us off a little bit as I went on the grass area looking behind me. But we're in P8 on the prime tyre. You can see -1 lap of fuel. So I go down to lean here so I can save some fuel. So we want some fuel for the end to maybe go and rich. So we're going to do that now on the prime tyre. Seems logical, because we're on the slower tyre. We're going to go slower anyway, especially in the outlap. So we might as well go on lean mix. But as we come out of the pits now, you can see Valtteri Bottas comes out on option tyres. We take a really wide line into turn 1 to get a nice exit here. We've got some DRS. We should be able to overtake him, and this will be up into 5th place, I think, by the end of it. We dive down the inside into the hairpin. He's still around the outside of us, so we have to go tight onto the apex. But now we should get him. We pinch him a little bit into the apex there, and we just get 5th place from him. So the order, I believe, is Hamilton is leading at the moment from Rosberg, from Raikkonen, then Massa, then myself. You'll see, actually, I didn't mention Vettel. Vettel is down the order at the moment, so he's somewhere off behind me, getting caught up with midfield cars, so he'll have a torrid time of that. But now we come to lap 12 now. You can see Massa and Rosberg have been caught up by a lap car. Verline, the fellow German of Rosberg, has not helped him out there, and Rosberg's been caught up. Massa's been caught up. We go around the outside, and Felipe Massa into 4th place there, hit the apex. We've lost the rear end though. We have a snap of oversteer, and now Massa is going to try and regain us. He has got us back for 4th place, so he's settled down back for 5th, and Bottas now comes through. It's all chaotic at the moment, very chaotic at the moment. Bottas nearly tries to have a look at us, snapped our heels, but we've kept it in 5th place there. But yeah, Verline really did not help his fellow German Rosberg there as he held him up, who allowed myself and Massa to close up to him. So yeah, unfortunate that he didn't really get out of the way for him. But now on to lap 13, we've got some DRS on Felipe Massa. We're not going to make the move into this corner. We're going to have to stick behind him into 3rd gear briefly, then up back to 4th. The dirty air not really helping us too much through turn 1 there. But now with the second pinch of DRS, can we try and make him move? I don't think we're a bit too far back, but no, Massa goes so slow there. That was a last-ditch effort to make that move. We're up into 3rd place at the moment, which is crazy to think. So I'm sure someone is pit ahead of us, because we're definitely not on for a podium, I don't think. Someone has pit ahead of us that we haven't spotted yet, because we are definitely not in a net 3rd place, I don't think. But that was a very, very late move on Massa. I didn't think I was actually going to make that move. I was prepared to fully stay behind him, but the thing is, Massa slowed down so much in the second part of the brake zone that I thought, oh god, we're going to have a crash here, so I have to sort of go down the inside, otherwise I'm going to lose a bit in my front wing. So a very weird move, but we made it nonetheless. But now onto lap 16, it's time for our second pit stop for another set of option tyres. So we're going option till the end. So we'll pit around lap 23, I'm saying. Lap 23, lap 24, then we'll go to the end on a set of option tyres. Again, the pit crew does well, 3.7. Not too bad for a new Formula 1 team pit crew, to be honest. They've been working quite hard over the winter, but we're out in 5th place at the moment. Is it going to be any less? Yeah, it's going to be 6th place because Bottas is come ahead of us. So Bottas has done a huge undercut on us because we didn't see him for most of the Grand Prix, for most of the kind of prime tyre stint after I overtook Massa there. So Bottas did a huge undercut there, so we're going to have to try and re-overtake him now. Romain is still behind us in 7th place, so good to see he hasn't dropped off. So showing again the general pace of the car is around 6th to 8th place, I would say. But now you can see right up Bottas's gearbox on lap 17 onwards to lap 18. We should get a good exit in 4th gear. A little bit of snap of oversteer again. We got some DRS. Let's try and see in the slipstream of Valtteri Bottas. Let's try and make a nice easy move down the inside. We've really closed up on him, and we should get it even before the brake zone. There we go. It hit the apex. Bottas tries to come back a little bit on the exit, but it's no use. We're up into 4th place. Awesome stuff. And now we got Kimi Räikkönen in 3rd place ahead of us. We've got, I believe, Hamilton or Rosberg, one of the Mercs, I think it might be Rosberg, is still behind us, and yet to, you know, we need to make our pit stop to go behind him, because I'm pretty sure we've got someone unaccounted for. And there you go, Hamilton, actually, it's Hamilton. Hamilton goes down to 4th, now to 5th. There's Bottas overtakes him on the left-hand side counter, you can see. So that was Hamilton pitting. So Hamilton might come back at us at the end of this Grand Prix when we pit on lap 23. So at the moment, we're in 3rd, but it's probably going to be about 4th or 5th net place after our pit stop. Romain at the moment behind us still, so it's good to see he's still hanging on. As well, you can notice there on the top left as well, we've got 18 runners now only, because there's been a few incidents in this Grand Prix with realistic damage. But one interesting thing was it went from 19 to 18 runners just then on that last highlight there. That was actually Felipe Massa, I believe, or Bottas, one of them having an incident. I think it was Massa. I think Massa and Bottas tangled because Bottas pit at the same time as Hamilton, and Massa went out the Grand Prix, and it went down to 18 runners. So the two Williams collided there together when I overtook Bottas and kind of left him for dust. They had a bit of a tangle there, so unfortunate for the two Williams. I'm sure Claire Williams will have some words with him after the Grand Prix, but there's Bottas there, so just showing he did pit actually before us. Unable to get someone sort of undercut, but I'm guessing he also had to make a front wing change. I'm guessing he collided with Massa, but we're in 5th place at the moment. As I said, it definitely wasn't going to be 3rd place, but now we cut later on to lap 27. Someone else made their pit stop, and we're up into 4th place, so it looks like we're going to end up in 4th place. It could be. We've got 2 laps left, so we have to see if Bottas is going to close up on us. So you can see just about in the mirror on the right-hand side, he still is very much there. We'll see on the split. Yeah, there you go. Within 1 second, and there, you know, I'm not doing myself many favours by going wide there on the grass and cutting my engine, so it could get pretty tasty towards the end. Let's see, but at the moment, this could be a fantastic 4th place, and you can see before, Grosjean setting a fast lap the Grand Prix, showing that the car has some legitimate pace at the moment on option tyres. So let's just try and hold this through. Let's try and get some good points for the Haas team. So we cut later on into the Grand Prix, lap 29 now, into Sector 2. Sebastian Vettel, who we haven't seen the entire race, has set a fast lap the Grand Prix, showing that Vettel is going to be very, very frustrated behind the wheel of that Ferrari. You know, he's been held up down the field. He had a very poor start. He's got the pace, so he'll be looking to come back later on in Bahrain. But nonetheless, we're going to continue on looking at ourselves. Lap 29, we've got one more sector to go. Kimi Räikkönen is just there. I tried my hardest for those last 2 laps to try and catch him. We have actually started to gain on him a little bit, so he had like maybe 5 more laps. We could have maybe overtaken him, but we end the Grand Prix. Nico Rosberg wins the Grand Prix, the first race. So Nico Rosberg does the job in real life and also in the game, so he wins the Grand Prix. I think Hamilton's going to take 2nd, Räikkönen 3rd, but I'm going to take 4th place. That is absolutely fantastic for the Haas Formula 1 team. 4th place, get in.
Well done, dude. That's P4. P4! What a drive. On behalf of the team, thanks for all you've done this weekend.
I think we can be massively proud of that result. 4th place, and for Romain as well, 6th place. So 20 points in the bag for Haas. That is absolutely amazing in the first race as a new Formula 1 team. Nico Rosberg takes the win there with Hamilton in 2nd. We mentioned Massa having a DNF. There you go. Confirmation that he did indeed tangle with his teammate. You got the likes of Verstappen also and Hülkenberg down there with 2 DNFs. So unfortunate for them, but that's just the case with realistic damage. It can catch you out, and it nearly caught me out sometimes in that Grand Prix. So that's just another added thing that's going to make this season very, very spicy spicy indeed. But there we go. In terms of the Drivers' Championship, obviously it's going to be the same as the race results. So Rosberg, Hamilton, and Raikkonen. Surprising that we got the results so close to what real life was, except, you know, Vettel was in 3rd place, obviously, and Raikkonen DNF there. But Vettel down in 7th place behind Romain. He had a really poor day in the office. But looking to the constructors, very interesting indeed. Mercedes, unfortunately, out ahead with 43 points, but it's very, very close for 2nd and 3rd. Ferrari, 21 points, and a Haas, 20 points. So, very great start to this season. Really, really solid. So, guys, if you have enjoyed that episode, smash that like button. If you're looking forward to the season, Ed, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you thought of this race in general. And I forgot to mention as well, in terms of the way I'm going to be releasing these episodes, I mentioned that I'm going to be, basically for now, doing them every time the real life Grand Prix is on. So, basically, every following Monday that a real life Grand Prix goes on, I will release the kind of corresponding episode for this series. So, next time, episode 2 will be Bahrain. That will be in 2 weeks' time when the actual Bahrain Grand Prix is out on the Monday following that. That's when that episode will drop. In terms of My Driver, I know there's plenty of you guys who do enjoy My Driver and really want to see it, so you might be like, oh, where is it? Basically, every time a 2016 season video will drop on a Monday, My Driver will take a week break. So the next My Driver, episode 8, which is the Hungarian Grand Prix, I think, is going to be next week, Monday. So we're going to be taking a break from My Driver every single week there is a real life Grand Prix to do the 2016 mod career mode. Obviously, it's not going to stay this way, because as I just mentioned before at the very beginning of the video, I have some exams coming up in May, you know, coursework as well coming right now this month. But once May is over, once pretty much I finish my exams May 31st, so as soon as June starts, guys, I can start to do YouTube a lot more then, and that means these videos can come out a lot more often. But for now, the plan is going to be releasing them when the real life Grand Prix is. So I thought it'd be best to do that because I wanted to spread them out anyway, so I thought a good way to do that would be just kind of mimic the real season in a way. So I hope you guys enjoy that idea. If you are new around here, then do subscribe for weekly Formula 1 content. Hope you guys have enjoyed that again. Smash the like button if you did. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.